Hi everyone, it's Cindy here with Westwind Counselling and Eating Disorder Recovery Center, and today I want to take some time to talk about the strategy of strengthening your recovery voice. So, a lot of times in eating disorder recovery, the focus is on minimizing and quieting the eating disorder thoughts, actions, and impulses. Something that we need to also do is work on raising our own voice. So, the voice that kind of knows what you need to do for recovery, knows what thoughts would be the most helpful, and knows the actions that would lead you to a life without the eating disorder. So, the question then often becomes, how do we go about fostering and fueling this voice? So, strengthening your recovery voice starts with identifying when the eating disorder is talking in the first place. Being able to distinguish the eating disorder is incredibly important so that you can begin to recognize when to bring in your recovery reframes. So, often some clues that the eating disorder is talking or active is creating thoughts that feel really obsessive or urgent. There's often guilt accompanying the thoughts. The thoughts, you can notice them becoming more rigid or black and white. The eating disorder has a way of minimizing your recovery accomplishments, making you feel like you are not doing enough, or that recovery is too hard or not worth it. And then often there is some strong language, some strong negative language in those thoughts as well. So, cluing into when the eating disorder voice is active is the first step. And the next comes meeting those thoughts with some reframes that push you outside of your comfort zone and really do engage your recovery voice and your recovery mind. So, this will feel challenging at first, and that is normal. And it will take a bit before talking back to the eating disorder becomes more natural. One thing I want to highlight is the eating disorder voice, as we know, doesn't say things just once. It relies on repetition to pull you in and get you to believe what it's saying. So the thing is that we can use this idea of repetition to also strengthen your recovery voice as well. So the more we're accessing the recovery voice, the more we begin to believe what we are saying as the recovery mindset, recovery voice grows. So some tips as you are strengthening your recovery voice: create a list of on-the-go reframes that you can pull out whenever you're feeling stuck. Putting these in your notes app on your phone or into a journal with somewhere you have easy access can be helpful. When you are doing some journaling, be brief with what the eating disorder thoughts have to say and really try to expand on what your recovery voice has to say. Be really gentle and compassionate with yourself when you catch the eating disorder voice being active. It's not wrong to have eating disorder thoughts. And in fact, we can also think of it in a reframed way that having the eating disorder thoughts give you more of an opportunity to strengthen your recovery voice. Remember, it's important to remember that you likely will not believe the recovery reframes. At first, this is okay. Your recovery voice has been really quiet and meek for a long time. The eating disorder has had a much louder voice for longer. So as you continue to strengthen your recovery voice, you're working more so to balance out the two so that your recovery voice is more accessible. As you continue to do this work, your recovery thoughts will feel more real and they will begin to resonate with yourself. Biggest tip here: be patient with yourself as you do this work.